Hey everyone, welcome back. Arturo here, continuing with the AI skill for the A.CRE real estate financial models. Today I want to show you the skill I built for the data center development model. Data centers are one of the hottest asset classes right now, and this model is specifically designed for ground up development, covering everything from the construction budget to the lease up to the final sale. And before we jump in, I want to be clear about something important. This skill is not a replacement for actually knowing how real estate financial modeling works. You still need to understand how a development budget is structured, how construction financing works, what yield on cost means, and especially for data centers, how revenue is calculated based on power capacity rather than square footage. If you don't have that foundation yet, the skill will make you for it. What it will do is help you move faster and make fewer mistakes once you do. So, how does the skill actually help you? A few ways. First, it knows the model. It knows every input cell, what each one means, what units to use, and what to watch out for. For example, it knows that tenant rent is entered in dollars per kilowatt per month, as you can see, not annually, not per square foot, and it will remind you of that before you make a mistake. Second, it guides you through the workflow based on your role. For example, if you are a developer, it leads with the development spread and yield on cost. It doesn't just dump numbers at you. It frames the outputs in a way that actually answers your questions. And third, when you give it a deal, like a case study, OM, term sheet, it can read through it, map all the inputs to the right cells, and walk you through the model step by step. That is exactly what we are going to do today. That said, to use this skill, you need two things: the data center development model file and the skill itself. You'll also need an AI tool that could be Claude, ChatGPT, or any other assistant that supports skills. Today, I will be using Claude. The first step is to install the skill. If you have never done that before, don't worry. I will include a link below that explains how skills work and walks you through the setup. Then you can open it by typing a forward slash in Cloud and searching for it by name. Now, you have two ways to work with this. You can upload the Excel file directly into a Cloud chat and start from there, or you can use the Cloud in Excel add-in and work right inside Excel. My preference, as you can see, it's on the right side of my screen. Why? Because you can see the model and the AI side by side working together in real time. It's more natural for me. And that's what we will do today. I already have the add-in installed, the skill loaded, and I'm ready to go. And for our example, I will use this case study, the Andes Digital Gateway, 20 megawatts hyperscale data center development in Mesa, Arizona, is one of our A.CRE case studies, completely hypothetical, but designed to feel like a real institutional deal. You can download the full case study right here. Now, first, I will invoke the skill data center development model. And the prompt I will use is quite simple. Model the attached case study. You will find all the inputs required there. And then I'm going to look for the PDF. Okay. Next, click on enter. So here's what happens when you send that prompt. The skill doesn't just start filling in numbers right away. First, it reads the case study and the model at the same time, maps everything out, and then works through the input section by section. I mean, cost, debt, the six tenants, operating expenses, and the reversion. Then you can see our disclaimer. And next, you can notice how the skill recognizes the role. And as it goes, it's upfront about things the case study doesn't specify, like the vacancy rate or rent growth, and tells you exactly what placeholder it used and why. So the skill flags it, estimates the amount, and suggests how to handle it. And no surprise, okay? And the one thing you still have to do yourself is click the recalculate button. This model uses a macro to solve a circular reference around the construction interest and the management fee. Until you click it, the returns aren't final. The skill reminds you of that, tells you which flags to check, and waits for you to confirm before reading the outputs. All right, let's do it. Now, once the model is fully populated and you hit the recalculate button, here is what you get for this hypothetical case study. You can see how the model has been updated, the investment description, the investment cash flow, the refinance. Uh, Let's talk about the operating cash flow. This is where the IT lot really matters. In a conventional office or industrial building, revenue is just rent per square foot. In a data center, revenue is driven by power, specifically by how many kilowatts each tenant leases and multiply it by the rent per kilowatt per month. Of course, by considering the ramp up start, the tenant absorption, rent growth. Um, in this case, Andes Digital Gateway has six tenants leasing a combined 20 megawatts of IT load at trends ranging from these values. On the expense side, the case specifies full service gross leases. The utilities are the single largest line item by far, consistent with the data center scenario. Then you can see the reversion cash flow, next, the returns, uh, the same at the top of the tab, unlevered and levered equity multiple, IRR, net profile, yield on cost, and development spread. And that's really the point of this skill, not to sim for you, but to help you focus on the analysis that matters. It handles the mechanics so you can spend your time on the judgment, on the inputs. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.